part, I just explain the basic ways to use variables, arrays, and functions in PHP. Yeah, so very simple. Yeah. All right. First, let's start with variables. Yeah. So here, it's very simple. Yeah. So if some of you have the Unix background, yeah, so the ways we work on variables, is similar to one of the typical way we use in Unix scripting. Yeah, shell scripting. Yeah. All right. To represent variables in PHP, they will use $sign and some variable name. Yeah, so the format is like that. Yeah, so very simple. Yeah. For example, so we can write $A equals, X 1, 2, 3, for example. Okay, yeah. So that we assign some value to variable A. Yeah. All right. If we want to create a variable X, you can assign here string variable. Yeah, for example, A, B, C, D, 0, something like that. Okay, so here you can see you do not need to declare the data type, right? Yeah. So here, no need to explicitly declare the data type. Okay. So no data types specified. Yeah, so the reason is very simple, because PHP can figure it out automatically. Okay, because PHP, when see the format like this, automatically use the string data type. Okay, all right. Yep, because then, for example, you may create another variable, but this time you use integer data type. Yeah. So then PHP will convert it to integer automatically. Integer data type. And so on. Okay. Then you may have some, M, non-integer floating point numbers. Right? Yeah. Converted to float automatically, and so on. All right? Yeah. All right, so that's the usual way we use the variables. So very simple. Yeah. All right, so now let me explain the arrays. Arrays, we treat array as variable. So we use the variable way, but array, we need to specify array elements. You need to assign values to the array elements, array indices. So you need to add those things. Yeah. All right. But before you create an array, you need to declare it first. You need to create an array variable first. Yeah. Here I just use some example. Okay, all right. So the first, suppose we have an array variable. So here I use a variable name, ARR, our array variable. First, we need to make it an array object. Yeah, so here object oriented. Yeah, so here you need to, it looks like a constructor. Yeah, array. Yeah, so array parenthesis, function form constructor way. Yeah, whatever you understand. Yeah, sorry, not capital. Yeah, yeah. Array. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Array. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because in Java, we know when we use class name, we have to capitalize the initial character, right? Yeah. Yeah. But for different programming languages, the style usually different. Yeah. So sometimes people get confused. Yeah. All right. Yeah. After that, then we can assign values to array elements. Yeah. Here, the first array element, square bracket, yeah, same as, other programming language. Yeah. So here, suppose we use string variables. Yeah. All right. X, Y, Z, 1, for example. Next one, A, B, C, 2, for example. All right. Yeah. So you can use this way to assign several initial values for the array elements. Although you can use for loop. Okay. Yeah. So here, for loop just like we do in other programming languages. Yeah. But here, PHP has some, flexibility. Yeah. Because you can jump. For example, so if you like, you can assign 4 here. Okay. A, right? Yeah. And then you can, get back 2, right? Yeah. B, 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 and so on. All right? Yeah. Okay. Then there's another way people like to use, another special way for array initialization. Yeah. So that is, here, let me declare another array variable. ARR1 equals an array object first. Yeah. Here we call array object. Yeah. Internally, PHP has some internal way to represent array. Usually people do not need to know it. Okay? Yeah. All right. So then it's quite common when we do initialization, we do not specify array indices here. So you can see nothing inside that pair of square brackets. Nothing. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Because in this way, let's say A1, okay, and 1, B2. All right. So we can do a few C3 and so on, right? Yeah. But internally, this corresponds to the array index 0, okay? 1 and 2, okay? Yeah. Automatically increasing the array indices by 1, starting from 0. Yeah. In this way, sometimes it's pretty convenient, especially when you do it in a for loop. Yeah, in a for loop. So you do not need to specify array indexes. Just to use the natural way to, or you can also understand as the default way. Okay, so default way, so you don't need to specify. Yeah. If non-default way, then you have to specify the format, right? The non-default way, for example, sometimes people like to assign value like 2 times I, right? Yeah. So this way, so you have to, so, yeah, so probably not necessarily string, right? Yeah, integer value, okay? All right. And 2 times I minus 1, I plus 1, right? Because that's the non-default way, so you have to write the expressions for array indexes. Yeah, other than that, yeah, so this is commonly used way. Yeah. All right. So that's pretty much what we need to know to get us started. Yeah. Yeah. Because when we start, we do not need to learn too many features, just enough to get it started. Okay. All right. Yeah. But before we move to the demo part, yeah, I want to show you a simple example. The demo part. Yeah. Let me also show you a function. Yeah. So PHP has many functions. Yeah. But here I only show you one special function. Date function. Date. Yeah. So you get a date information. Date function. Okay. Date function, when you call it, you need to specify the format. Okay. For example, year, capital Y, year. Okay. Then, dash, because how do you connect the information from year, month, and a day, right? Yeah. Year, month, and a day. Yeah. So this is the pattern, the format of the date, for example. So that's, one example. All right. Although you can use other different forms for the date format. Yeah. All right. So now let's move to simple demo part. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the NetBeans. Yeah. So in NetBeans, here I create a sample project. Yeah. Because I may need to show you several examples. Yeah. So here I create a project called sample CS4610Proj2P2. Yeah. Because later we may have A, B, C, D, a sequence of sample projects. In this A to A sample project, I have index.php. So in this index.php, I plan to use a list of hyperlinks. Yeah, because in this sample to A, I may add several examples. Yeah. So the first example 2.A, variable, arrays, and functions. Okay. Yeah. So I use hyperlink. So here you can see the hyperlink. Yeah. All right. And then we need to write for each example. I just use one individual independent PHP file. Yeah. All right. So here let's create our first example. Yeah. All right. New, we need to create a PHP file. All right, yeah, PHP example ex2 1, yeah, 2.1, but I don't want to use point. Yeah, right, yeah, I don't want to use 2 point, yeah, 2D1, how about that, dot, okay, 2.1, I just use D, 2D1 dot PHP. Now here you can see the PHP extension is added automatically. So although you can type, if you want to type .php, it's fine. But if not, .php extension is added automatically. Okay, so we just click finish. So we can write a PHP code. All right, yeah. So here, so let's write the simplest, variable definition. $A equals, let's see, 1, 2, 3, X, right? Yeah. $X, okay, equals A97, yep, just some random string values. Okay, all right, yep. All right, so then we can output something first. Yeah, so we can use print or echo. So last time we used print, so this time we can use echo. Okay, echo. All right. So $A, yep, dot. Yeah. Here in PHP, this dot operator means the concatenation operator. Concatenate. So we concatenate strings. Here, dot. So we want to concatenate. Okay. All right. Concatenate here. So yeah, something dot X, $X. Okay, so the values connected. All right, yeah. Okay, so then what do we want to add after it? Okay, after it. Length. Yeah. So because here I want to show you how to call the string length function, right? Yeah. So PHP str, see, get some function name pop up. Yeah, string length function. So here we want to use this function. String length $X, yeah, or $A, yeah, here, some string variable. Okay, all right, yeah, but here you can see some error sign because I forgot to put a dot operator here. Yeah, after I add that dot operator, so no problem. Okay, yeah, so here you can see we use the string len function. Okay, all right, then let's practice array a little bit. Yeah. $ARR. Yeah. So we want to get a array object. Okay. Array, Y. Yeah. Object. Yeah. All right. After that, let us assign some array elements. Yeah. So $ARR. So the first array element, X1. Second array element, Y2. And the third array element, Z3 fourth array element. W4. All right, so that should be enough. Yeah. So the reason I do initialization here, yeah. So let's print some output. How about that? Okay. All right. ARR 2. All right. Yeah. Concatenation. Okay. $ARR 0. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, and we do not need to, print out everything here. But here I want to show you another function here. Yeah. Because if you want to use a function to give you the number of elements in the array. Yeah. So here, there is a simple function, count function. Okay. So here we call the count function $ARR. All right. Yeah. Because the array variable name. Okay. All right. So here, let's say count. All right. Count information. Yeah. Yeah. So there you can see, what can we get? Okay. Yeah. Then the last one, we want to get the date function. Remember date. So date. So today is, all right. Yeah. So we type some header part. Today is, all right. Yeah. Then we call the date function. Yeah. Then the string, we need to specify the date format. Okay. All right. So D, yeah. So D first, then dash after it, M dash year capital Y. All right. Yeah. So the case sensitive. Yeah. If you use different, upper, lower cases, the meaning would be different. Right. Yeah. So you can find the exact meanings for all different symbols. Yeah. So long list. It's a long list. So nobody can memorize all of them. So you just need to search the document. Yeah. So W3 Schools has all of them. Yeah. Yeah. So here, make sure so you type it case sensitively. Okay. All right. So now that's enough. So we finish it. We should close our file. All right. Yeah. So here you can see there is no error. Nothing is, yeah, semicolon at the end. Yeah. All right. So nothing is wrong. Yeah. Some warning sign. Some warning sign. What's that? Oh, yeah. May not be warned. Yeah, some information. It's like, yeah. Anyway, so let's save it. Okay, let's save it. Yeah, and back to our welcome file. Can we add that hyperlink? Right, href. Although we can run that file directly. Yeah, because later we will have a long list. So here so here I just select. Put a hyperlink, connect to our first example, save. Okay. All right. So now we are ready to test it. Okay. Yeah. To test it, So we have many ways to run it. Okay. All right. So the first way, we can run this project directly. So if we run project directly, the welcome file will be displayed. The second way, we can run individual files. All right. Either index.php or our first example, ex2d1.php. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So let me just run the project first here. Okay. Yeah. So my Apache is running. Yeah. So although I haven't started MySQL database server, yeah. So but when I need to use it, so I need to make sure I start it. Yeah. All right. So let's run it. Right click and run. Yeah. All right. See. Yeah. So now click hyperlink. See the output. Oh, see, I didn't change the line. So if I do not change the line explicitly, then all the string output are printed out without line change. That's because you do not specify the line change, right? All right. So now, yeah, I want to change the lines. All right. Yeah. How do I change the lines? Yeah. PHP. Remember, the output lines are treated as HTML content. So you need to imagine you are in the HTML environment. So you should use the HTML syntax to produce your output. Yeah. So here, all right. So I want to do the line change. So in HP, the line breaking notation symbol BR, right? Then I close it in this way. Yeah. So I hope you understand this part. All right. Yeah. BR. All right. Yeah. So that's the tag name. But here I do this way. Yeah. Arrow bracket. So we use to represent tag, arrow bracket. But for the tag, you need to have a pair of tags, right? Opening tag, closing tag. But here we only want to tell the browser to break the line, and so we want to combine opening tag, closing tag together. Yeah. So here you see. So here I put a space. See the space? Yeah. Although if you do not put a space, it's fine. Yeah. But most people, by convention, so most people, most programmers, most web programmers in this location, they feel it's better to put a space, leave a space, then slash greater than sign to close that, tag, singleton. Sometimes people call it this kind of, because you do not have the content. You only want to produce the tag part, no content. Yeah. So sometimes people call the singleton tag. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. All right. So here, because we only want to change a new line. All right. Yeah. So here, so we can put it like this. Or the last one, yeah, although, because already at the end of the program, you do not have to, yeah, but if you want to produce more output, yeah, so you may want to change to a different line. Yeah. So after that, yeah, so let's save it, yeah, update it. Okay, yeah. So now our PHP file is updated. Then let me go back to the previous one, the previous page. Yeah. So here you can see our PHP file is updated. Now, to refresh it, to see the new output, so we just need to refresh. Yeah, so now you see the line change, right? Yeah, so 3 different lines like that. Okay, see, yeah, pretty simple, yeah. But here, you know, I mainly, these examples are for the beginners, web programming beginners. So I want you to feel very comfortable. So I explain all the basic things. Okay, yeah, make sure later when you read my code examples, you understand everything in the code. All right, yeah. So let's finish our example 2.1 right here.